Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is yet another review of Royal Crown, and today I am reviewing the most requested fragrance that you guys have asked me to review from this brand, Sultan. Now this fragrance is, I would arguably say, their most popular fragrance. It is ridiculously fantastic. I just received this bottle yesterday. However, this is a fragrance that I have had decants of, like little pocket perfumes of, and worn a ridiculous amount of times. So I'm actually excited to review this fragrance for you guys. So if you'd like to know what I think about this fragrance, then keep watching. Now for transparency purposes, this fragrance was purchased by me because this is a fragrance I've been meaning to add to my collection forever. But I do have a coupon code below where you can save 15% off. So that coupon code is an affiliate code, but this fragrance in no way was sent to me to review. This is a fragrance that has been on my must-buy list for a while, and I finally decided to buy it. Now, Sultan is one of the fragrances from the line that I think is the most mass appealing for a variety of different ways. It's smoky, it's woody, it's resinous, it's sweet. There's so much complexity going on in this fragrance, and I also find at the same time it's probably one of the most complementary fragrances from the line. Now, Royal Crown fragrances are pricey, very pricey, inaccessibly pricey for some people. You're looking at spending between $400 to almost $1,000, like $800–900 per bottle. This bottle ranges, depending on where you get it, about $470 to $505 for 3.4 ounces. So it is very, very pricey. But I will say, of all the fragrances from the line, I think that although I will never tell you to purchase this blind, this is probably one of the safest ones to purchase just because of how it smells. It's not a challenging scent. It doesn't have nuances to it that make it kind of hard to understand or comprehend. It has a lot of complexity, a lot of layers, and a lot going on it, but a lot of people really enjoy kind of that more aromatic, resinous, balsamic, sweet, woody, smoky vanilla. And this has that in spades. So if that's something that you like, this is definitely a fragrance. At least get your nose on, try a sample of it. I read you the notes because my memory has been bad. I've kind of talked about my memory. You gotta love brain injuries. I have to get more MRIs in my head. I cannot remember things past my nose at this point. TMI, going into the notes. So you have Madagascar vanilla, dates, other fruity notes, cedar, Labdanum, jasmine, Moroccan rose, oud, sandalwood, myrrh, and saffron. Now, one thing I've noticed about at least the fragrances I've tried from Royal Crown, I have 10 of them now. I'm going to be doing kind of like a little collection video talking about them in the next few days, is that they have oud in there, and they utilize oud in such a way where it adds to the composition, but it's not a scary oud, it's not an intimidating oud, it's not a challenging oud. Now, what I like about Sultan, again, has to do with its smoky vanilla, because it is a smoky vanilla, and this intense, amazing, the best, and I'm saying this as somebody, and you guys know me, I love this note, the best cedar I have ever smelled in my life. And I love cedar, and this smells like a smoky cedar. This smells like a cedar that maybe you put in like your chimney, or you were kind of, you know, having a bonfire outside, or like if anyone's ever done cedar wood floors and they've been using, you know, a circular saw, and then you smell like the warmed up cedar. That smell is amazing, and that is what this opens with, along with a beautiful blast of dried fruits. And I love that. I think that is fantastic. Cedar is such a distinctive note, and there's only a few fragrances that I've smelled that have really done that beautiful wood justice. One of them's green cedar from Abel, which is still fantastic. Royal Crown's Sultan, the best, hands down. Like 15 out of 10 for me in regards to loving that beautiful, distinctive cedar note, and then really putting it in center stage and having it just be so perfect with all the other notes. Now, this does have a smoky quality to this fragrance, but it also has some beautiful dried fruit. The date specifically, I think, is fantastic. I love date, especially when it's mixed with aromatic woods and ouds. It just works beautifully. just kind of like plums. Sometimes these kind of darker, fruity, not sweet, but fruity notes really play well with wood, and date and cedar in this is fantastic. But this is hailed as a vanilla fragrance. So even though it has a predominantly cedar smell to it with some beautiful dried fruits, the longer it plays on your skin, you get this absolutely fabulous mix of flowers and smoky vanilla. It is ridiculously intoxicating and absolutely beautiful. And throughout the entire lifespan on your skin, you get this beautiful mix of florals, fruits, smokes, sweet-esque. It's not sweet. It's not like a candy fragrance. It's not like Prada candy or anything like that. But it does smell sweet, and I think that's from the smoke and the dried fruits. But it's not like candy on your skin, not like candy floss, not like the sweetness you would find in like Baccarat Rouge. This is a very deep, beautiful vanilla scent that just plays so gorgeously on the skin with these woods, fruits, and florals. So it is definitely a wearable fragrance. It is a beautiful scent, especially if you are looking for a very substantial, sexy vanilla fragrance. It's kind of more of a cool vanilla, like a smoked vanilla. Like what would, if you were burning a vanilla bean pod, what would in your mind, idealistically, what would, not literally, but idealistically, what do you think that would smell like? And that's what Sultan smells like. It is just fantastic. If you like those kind of more cedary, very aromatic, distinctive wood scents, if you like kind of sexy, syrupy, very complex fragrances, and if you're looking for a new and different type of vanilla gourmand-esque fragrance to wear in the fall and winter time, Sultan is excellent. It is pricey, but in my opinion, it is worth it. It is one of the fragrances from Royal Crown. Although I love the house and I am obsessed with them and I will own every bottle, I do understand that the price point is beyond out of reach for a lot of people, whether or not you can afford it and you refuse to because that's too much money to spend on a bottle of perfume, or it's just out of your budget. If you were to save up or indulge yourself on an expensive bottle of perfume, I think in regards to wearability, being the type of scent that you could wear anywhere, anytime, sexy, just it hits all the notes. All the other fragrances from the house I love. You guys know Oud Jasmine is just like my jam, but not everybody is going to want that type of scent for that type of price. This fragrance hits so many different points in regards to, and we'll get into it, longevity, performance, projection, all that stuff on top of smelling sexy and mysterious. And there's just something about it that smells so opulent and also just so delicious. And I've just been wearing this forever and I'm so happy to finally have a bottle of it. And yeah, that's my review on Sultan of the smell. I think it is ridiculously, ridiculously beautiful. Now for a really expensive bottle of perfume, I obviously don't mind too much if fragrances don't have much longevity. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I know for a lot of you guys are. This has ridiculous longevity. We're talking all day. Now, not crazy projection all day. So it's not the type of fragrance that's going to be beast mode for 24 hours. And I am talking 24 hours on my skin. But when you first wear this, it's going to have a very kind of moderate to medium projection. People social distancing will be able to pick up your scent, and you get more of that smoky vanilla and cedar. You get more of the fruits and florals when you're closer, but it does leave a little lingering trail, and I really love it. But I would say after about 7 to 8 hours, it's a little bit more kind of like fingertip length, kind of more like, intimate in regards to people that you'd probably be talking to in a closer environment, not out and about in a social distancing environment. However, this fragrance lasts forever on the skin, and I get to smell it and enjoy it all day. It's my scent of the day. As soon as I got a bottle of it, I sprayed myself with it, and I sprayed myself with it today too. It is fantastic, but this does last forever on the skin. You will not be able to pick it up in big whiffs, like between 8 hours. But I mean, if I go like this on my hand, like the next day, I'm able to smell it. It is there, still there on the skin. This fragrance is also really nice too. It doesn't have much of a story in regards to how it smells, and I think that's okay, because when this fragrance decides to be 100% a dry down, which I'd say is 15 to 20 minutes, it's, in my opinion, perfection. So I don't think that this needs to change. I think it's perfectly perfect, just staying how it is the entire time I wear it on my skin. So I would say, aside from this being on my skin and smelling it for hours and hours and hours, the true longevity of this in regards to if projection and sillage are important to longevity, and that's what you judge, I would say 8 to 10 hours. So it is a fantastic fragrance. But that is just my thought on this fragrance. Let me know what you guys think below. At the end of the day, Sultan is a very expensive fragrance, but I think that you get a lot of opulence with this scent, not just in the presentation, but how it smells. The cedar is beautiful and the best addition of cedar. I love how it is slightly, feels like it's slightly just burnt, just a little bit, like the edges are crisp. I love that smell. You guys know I love the smell of burning wood. I love how the vanilla is smoked. I love the dried fruits. And I specifically love that the florals play a big part in just how this fragrance kind of wears on the skin. It's really very opulent and very beautiful. But that is my review of Sultan. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I would love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Have you tried this fragrance? Do you agree with my review or do you disagree with my review? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.